Good morning, guys. Welcome back home. I am finally back home. We got back home yesterday. So today's like my first real day back where I've got to like, you know, get a bunch of stuff done. As you can imagine, being away from my house for like over 3 weeks. Like there's a lot that I've got to come back to and, you know, do, and laundry and all of that. So I'm gonna pick up the camera. We'll do a little bit of that today. But you can't imagine like how happy I am to be home. So I just gave the kids their breakfast. They're over here sitting down very nicely.
Good morning.
Good morning. What do you have for breakfast?
I have some whipped cream and a pancake and some strawberries.
That looks delicious. Jackson, do you like that?
More.
And some more? You want more strawberries?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you more strawberries in a minute, but start your pancake, okay? I already set out Riley's schoolwork that we're gonna do as soon as she's done having breakfast. I laid it out last night, so that way it's like easier this morning. So we're gonna do some homeschool today because we're behind. And then of course, I'm sure you guys are so excited to see about my plants. So I wanted to show you that this is what my orchid looks like. I don't know what happened to it. Like the leaves, I mean, I know what happened to it. I left it outside, like in the direct sunlight, and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm working on seeing if we can, I don't know, get some life out of it still. I'm gonna also, I know, I'm a new plant mom. I don't know these things. So let me show you the ones that we have here. It's kind of like a gloomy, rainy day. So my strawberries pretty much died, and that's what I took off a lot of dead leaves yesterday. So these two were strawberries. They are pretty much dead. But my herbs did pretty good. My herbs, I had left them inside, and it looks like, you know, they didn't all die. So I've got thyme and basil. Sage did great while we were gone. So I've got to figure out like just how to keep it going well. It's like kind of like falling down. So that's sage. I've got over here parsley. I've got a little bit of parsley still going. These were tomatoes that I planted, so they're at least growing a little bit. And then these were green beans. I don't know if like that means that they're dying because like some of the leaves are not the happiest, but maybe there's still life there. The happiest plant is this one. These are sugar peas, I think. So yesterday I came and I made like DIY trellis with some popsicle sticks. I like taped together two popsicle sticks and made like little trellis and then tied them so that they can grow up. And then over here I have just a little bit of spinach that seems to be growing. So that's like a little update on my plants. This was like some flowers. These are very much dead. And then my roses over here are going. So I've got some really pretty roses. The rose bushes have come back to life. So that makes me super happy. So all in all, not like a total fail. I think some of the plants, you know, made it, and some of the plants did well. I know, I got Snappy over there. Oh, I gotta show the guys it? Riley wants me to show you guys Snappy, which was the Venus flytrap that I don't know. I don't know how well that plant is doing.
We have to buy a new Snappy.
Yeah, we might have to buy a new Snappy because I don't know how happy Snappy looks, okay? All right, guys, go eat your breakfast. So yeah, you guys know I was expecting all of my plants to be dead. When we left here, I thought we were just gonna be gone for a week, and then it ended up being much longer. So the fact that any of them survived and that there was growth was huge. So very happy about that. I'm also trying out a new sourdough recipe. So when I got home yesterday, like last night, I made a leaven, and then I'm trying to use that to make my sourdough today. I've never like made a legit leaven the night before, so I'm trying like a new process. So that's what I'm working on this morning. This is the leaven with the sourdough starter that I made last night. So I'm gonna work on that, then I'm gonna have breakfast myself, coffee, all of that, maybe do some schoolwork with Riley, and then I will check in with you guys in a little while. Okay, so we're gonna do this one. This one is Jesus Walks on the Water. Did you know that Jesus walks on the water?
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I never see people walk on the water.
Well,
what?
that's because Jesus was like super, super special. Do you know that?
Yeah, how did he float on water with his feet? I don't know.
Because he's Jesus.
I never seen that before.
I know. Can you walk on water?
No, I can sing.
Yeah, you can sing. Can Mama walk on water?
No, you can sing too.
Yeah. So by walking on water, Jesus performed another miracle for the disciples. What's it called when Jesus does something amazing?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, that's right. All right, so today we're gonna work on the letter.
I don't know.
What does a penguin start with?
We're gonna work on a little piece.
That's right.
A Go down, back up.
It's kind of like doing an R. Good job.
Eyes with some sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
Hand with a minute. Use head with a hat. See, I know how to do P. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And now we've got to cross out 2. And now how many are left? So 8 minus 2 is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. So now we've got to write the number 6 in the box. It is
an N.
in. Where is? And it and in. Where is it?
It.
What about in?
In.
And is?
Is.
Very good. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I was doing schoolwork with Riley. Then the kids have been playing, like they did some Play-Doh. And then they were playing with their little ice cream toy. They've been playing super nicely this morning. Over here, Jackson's making little garages for his cars with the magnet tiles. It's what?
Broken.
He says broken. Instead of broken, it's my favorite thing that he says. Is it broken? How do we say broken? Broken. Riley, what are you doing?
I'm building a house for my Lego friend.
She's playing with her Legos now. So she's gotten, you know, like the schoolwork. And then now she's doing more like hands-on stuff, like building and, you know, using her imagination, which is good. My dough is also looking super good since the last time you guys saw it. So it's not bread yet, it's still dough. But I've been doing stretch and folds since I started mixing in the flour and the water. So I've still got to fold it a couple more times, let it sit, go through the whole process. But now you can see it's starting to like take the shape of the actual dough. So since the kids are playing nicely, I'm gonna start folding some laundry because you guys know I have a million loads of laundry to do. I'm gonna sit here, fold some of the kids' laundry that I started last night, and then see what else we do today. Hello, Jackson Wyatt! You want to say hi? Okay guys, so it is now the kids' quiet time. So I'm gonna go outside and I wanted to replant cilantro, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that. And I'm so glad that it seems to have dried up since earlier because it was raining. And now at least the deck isn't wet and I can actually use it. So yeah, we're gonna go out there in a second. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. But today is finally the day that I get to sit down and talk to you guys about Babel Botanicals and the sunscreen that I told you guys that I was working with Babel and I had been gifted some sunscreens to try and all of that. And now I finally get to tell you like what I think about them. I have a very exciting sale to share with you guys. So today's video is sponsored by Babel Botanicals and I am so appreciative that they chose to work with me because this stuff has been amazing. So this has been the only sunscreen that I've been using for myself and for the kids. So when we were at Mimi's house, when we were going in the pool, when we were in Myrtle Beach and all those places that we were out, when we were out in the sun, this is a sunscreen that I use. And they have a whole bunch of different varieties. So I'm gonna kind of show you a couple of the different ones. They have like the ones that apply more like a lotion. This one, sadly, like this one does not look the best because I have very much been using it. But ever since I had the kids, I've always been on the hunt for just cleaner sunscreens because sunscreens in general can have like a lot of chemicals in them, and there are different kinds of sunscreens. So there are chemical sunscreens, like a lot of the ones that you guys are used to seeing, but then there's also mineral sunscreens. And again, I'm not a dermatologist, so I highly recommend that you do your own research. But mineral sunscreens, basically from my understanding, the way that they work is they're not totally like absorbed by the skin. So they act like a protective layer and they go like on top of the skin, and the ingredients aren't like being like seeped into the skin like they normally are with chemical sunscreens. So I'm always like on Instagram Instagram looking up, you know, best sunscreens for kids, best ingredient sunscreens, all of that. And this is one that I often see on those lists. So when they approached me to work with them, I was like, this is a no-brainer. So right now, before I get into it, right now is the time to buy the Babel Botanical sunscreens, because right now they have a site-wide sale going on, 40% off their entire site of all of their sunscreens, everything on the site. Sunscreen can be very expensive, okay? Like very expensive, even like without the craziness of the world going on, it can be very pricey. So when you get 40% off sunscreen, that's when you stock up. So they sent me like my first, you know, round of sunscreens, different ones to try. They sent me these, but I'm going to be on my own now replenishing my stash for all of spring and summer, because that's going to be like a great price, and I've really enjoyed using these for the kids. Both Jackson and Riley have very sensitive skin, and they've done really well with these. They haven't broken out, they haven't had like any bad reactions to them. So one of the things that's really nice about these sunscreens is that they're fragrance free, or at least a lot of them are. I think most of them. Like this one is a baby skin mineral sunscreen, SPF 50, 100% zinc, fragrance free. So this one, like the active ingredient is zinc oxide, 20%. So it's not like you're just getting a little bit of zinc oxide, you're getting a lot. This one is it's got titanium dioxide, but it also has 14.7% of zinc oxide. So this is the one that I was using while we were out at the beach. SPF 50, says it's water resistant for 80 minutes, non-greasy and hypoallergenic. I have found that that's true. I don't feel like it's, you know, like a nasty kind of application, or like it makes you feel like you're covered in chemicals. Like it actually feels really nice. This is like a little spray sunscreen, and normally you would expect like the spray sunscreens to go on clear. This one doesn't go on clear. I'm gonna see if I can spray myself and then you guys can like see it, me not mess up my whole camera. So it's gonna come off white, like, you know, spray. And again, that's not like the best spray because I'm trying to like do it from right here. But then all you do is, you know, you go ahead and you apply that and you massage it into the skin, and that's what I did for the kids when we were at the beach. So it's kind of like the texture of putting on like a regular lotion, but it's a little easier, you know, to like spray it if you're spraying like their entire back, you're trying to get all their legs and all of that. There's a lot of things in this life that I'm not on top of. You guys know that I'm a mess sometimes, but one of the things that I really do think I do a good job of staying on top of is making sure that if we're outside, anywhere, even if it's just outside, we're gonna spend a lot of time in the garden, you know, this summer. Anytime we're outside, I try to apply at least some face sunscreen, and if it's gonna be for like a long time, then I get their legs, I get any of their body parts that are exposed, because I don't need a sunburn. Like I've had plenty of sunburns in my life and they are not fun. So that one has probably been my most used one, right? And then there's this one, which is basically like the same thing but in a legit lotion, you know, formula. So it just goes on like any regular cream. And to do the kids' faces too, I use this. I just like sprayed it into my hand and then I rubbed it and then I put it right on their faces. So just go on their website, read the ingredients on the different ones if you're kind of like stuck. Like this one has a little bit of that titanium dioxide, 4.3%, and then the zinc oxide, 14.7%. This one is purely zinc oxide, 20%. This one right here, this one just says Daily Sheer Fluid Mineral Sunscreen, SPF 50. It's got the non-nano zinc oxide, 20.6%, which is also a lot. So maybe you just need an everyday like face sunscreen for yourself. So highly recommend checking them out, you guys. Like I said, the price, you're not gonna be able to beat that for great sunscreen for yourself, for your kiddos. If you have any questions about them, just DM me on Instagram or leave me a comment and I'll try to do the best that I can to like let you know what the differences are. But maybe you need like something just to throw in your diaper bag every day, like one of these little face sticks would probably be nice. I think it just kind of depends on like what you enjoy using, but they definitely have a lot of options, a lot of things to choose from. And as a whole, like they just have so many natural sun care products to choose from, and just better ingredients, things that are going to be better for, you know, kids with sensitive skin, all of that, like I already mentioned. So all the info will be down below in the description box. Check them out. Let me know what you think. If you already use them or if you try them, let me know what you think. And now with that being said, let's go outside and replant my cilantro, okay? Because Mimi killed it. So I have these leftover containers. I think I'm just going to rinse out this one. I'm just gonna rinse out this because the other ones are like really big. And just to start them off, I'm just gonna use this. I'm gonna go grab some soil and then get the seeds and get him going. So I am actually not gonna bring out the entire potting mix because I don't need that much. But Joe had gotten me this one at Lowe's when I had sent him out to get me some mix. So I'm gonna use this. This was some fertilizer that I used, the Espoma brand. That I think I used this when I planted like the tomatoes, like some of the veggies that I planted. I put some of the fertilizer when I put them also with the potting mix. So I'm just gonna grab like a handful of this, and then that way I don't have to bring this entire thing outside Of course, I'm gonna make a mess here that I will have to clean up. I'm very sorry, Joseph, you'll do not kill me. So yes, greetings from my super put together gardening area. I don't need that much. I think that should be okay. And let me put the rest of this back so I don't get yelled at. What I really need to do is like, I don't know, find a way to like make a little station out there somewhere. Like if I'm really gonna be doing this more often, like make use out of the space that I have in the backyard, that would be super nice. And by the way, let me just acknowledge the fact that my camera sucks right now. My camera is like on its last leg. I think I've mentioned that before. And I've been looking to get a new camera. But the cameras, like I'm in between a couple cameras, they're all sold out everywhere. Like back stock, can't find them anywhere. So for now, I apologize if it's kind of crappy quality or if the lighting, the focus is off. I'm doing my best. Like even the screen back here, can you guys like hear that little annoying noise? Like my screen's about to fall off. I've had this camera probably for like 2+ years. So I'm sorry if it's not the best. Okay, so cilantro 2.0. I think I'm gonna wet this first. And I have like one glove on, one glove off. I'm a mess. But I'm just gonna get that a little bit moist. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle it on. I'm just gonna take my gloves off, forget it. You know what, the earth is good for you sometimes. So then these are the little seeds that I used that first time that I planted these. I think it said to put like 10 of them. You guys see those little seeds? I think that's way more than 10. And I'm not gonna try to use them all, but I'm just gonna put them in the dirt. Go with like that much, save the rest in case I need to start them again, because I kill them again. I'm just gonna push them in and then cover them with a little bit more dirt. Actually, let me just go get like a handful of some more dirt to cover. Cover those up. I'm just gonna water them in and hope that they're not totally displaced. That was not the best planting job. I acknowledge it, I have done better, but I'm kind of like rushing this. So I'm gonna leave it outside, let it get some sunlight for a little while. If the weather gets bad, I'll bring them in. But I really want to plant some more spinach because I would like more than like 3 leaves. That'd be great. This one is looking super good. So I'm glad that I got this little trellis made. I ordered on Amazon some like legit trellis so that I can put them in a bigger pot and then I can, you know, set up like a real trellis. So if it comes in later, maybe I'll do that. I'm hoping these tomatoes will keep growing. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Hopefully cilantro will grow again. I think that one was the fastest of the herbs that I planted. Like it grew the fastest, it grew the quickest. So hopefully in a few days at least I can see some sprouting action. I'm probably gonna have to run to Lowe's too because the strawberries that died, like I would like to have some strawberries to actually plant, maybe even in the garden. And these, luckily, like I'm not so sad about them because like they are very sad looking, but I'm not super sad about them because I got those from plants. Like I didn't grow those from seeds, so I'm not like as attached to them. Cilantro though was my baby and Mimi knocked him over, so still haven't recovered from that one. Okay, so maybe in about 75 days, we'll have some carrots. Maybe. And if you're out there laughing at me, number 1, kiss my butt cheeks. And number 2, like, did you even think that I would have like any plants at all? Like when I first planted these, like I didn't even think I would see one green leaf. And the fact that there are so many green things here in my house and outside of my house, that makes me really happy, okay? Because I have acquired a life skill that I didn't have before. So I'm learning and that makes me super excited. Speaking of which, I mean, look at the state of my kitchen, but this is where we're at with the sourdough. So I've got to shape these now. They look very flat, but I'm gonna shape them now into like actual little balls. Then I've got to put them in the proofing baskets and they've got to proof for like another 3 to 4 hours, but I was able to divide the dough. So let's try to keep going with the next step on these. Like I said, I've been following a new recipe. So I'm trying to see if this is any easier or tastes better. Either way, like it's good to like push myself to like try a new recipe so that I can get more familiar with the process and like how different recipes vary. So this has been good. Like whenever I get back from vacation or whenever I'm back in my house, it's like I feel this desire to be back in the kitchen and cooking something, baking something, and it really makes my heart so happy. Like I never in a million years did I think that would be my life. Okay, so yes, by the way, I did wash my hands thoroughly, so I'm not getting like dirt on my freaking sourdough loaves, because I can see you people. I can sense you going, oh my god, look, she was just gardening and there was dirt, and now she's cooking. Like, there is, like, you know, this thing called washing your hands. Do I film it every time that I'm cooking, or do I film it every single time that, you know, I'm doing something? I think that's rather boring, so I try not to film that for you guys. But I do also use the bathroom sometimes. Just things that you don't see on camera, they happen. So maybe while I make these little loaves, I can update you on a couple of things. I know that there were some things that I wanted to tell you guys. Like, I got some questions about, like, if I was putting the kids in any activities and stuff. I took Riley out of swimming. I don't know if I ever shared that with you guys, but you guys know that I had been putting her in swim class. Like, she had been doing private swim classes for, I think, like almost a year. And it was, you know, a good program, but it was one of those programs where, like, there were different steps that they wanted them to, you know, like different milestones they wanted them to hit before moving on to like the next level. So Riley was stuck at like level 3 for months because they wanted her to do a back float. And Riley, bless her heart, she did not want to do a back float. Like, she was all for swimming and kicking and, you know, doing all the other stuff, playing with the boogie board, but she didn't want to do a back float. So it got to the point where I was paying a lot of money. I was paying like $230 a month for her to be in this swim class. And she wasn't swimming. Like, she was just stuck not doing a back float. So it was a combination of, like, we were paying a lot of money and I didn't really see progress. Plus it got to the point where she would like cry before going to swim class. Like, it wasn't enjoyable. So I was like, why am I gonna pay all this money to have her in something that she's not liking? And on top of that, she's not learning how to swim, which is what I wanted her to learn how to do. So I'm gonna look into some other program to see if maybe I'll have some more luck with that. But it was, you know, it was one of those things I had to like pray about and think about, and ultimately I think we made the right call, because it's pointless to have her like sad and then on top of that not learning how to swim. So that's kind of where we are with, you know, her swim class and her activities. This month we also didn't put her in ballet, honestly, because I like missed the cutoff. Like, I was busy and I missed like the registration cutoff, but it was a good thing because we were not home this month. So now that we're back home, I'm still doing like that mom's group that you know, I had joined, I was telling you guys all about. So I'm back to like looking on their calendar, and they do like play dates every like multiple times a week. So like, there was actually a play group this morning, but like, I had just gotten back home from being gone for all this time, so I was like, there's just no way that I'm gonna make that play date. But I think later this week there's something that I might go to. They have like a mom's night out event that I want to go to next week, which is like a new thing for me. And then for the kids, like throughout the summer, there will be plenty of like play dates and things that they can do so that they can be with other kids and all of that. So that is good. Okay, so I don't know if these loaves are gonna turn out any good, but I'm gonna just get them in the fridge. I've got to first put some flour on these bowls. I only have one Bantam basket, so I'm just gonna use that, and then I'll just use a bowl for the other one. And then we are gonna take this and flip it upside down. Boom. So there we go. I'm gonna cover these up, put them in the fridge. They still have like another 3-ish hours. So I don't think that they're gonna be ready for dinner, but maybe after dinner they will be. I've been working on these literally all morning, so this is definitely like a lengthier process. So that's kind of like how you start learning like what's gonna be best for how often you make your sourdough and like when you want it ready by. So that's part of kind of learning the process. So I'm gonna go ahead, and there's some reading that I wanted to do now that the kids are still doing quiet time. I'm gonna kind of tidy up the kitchen mess, all of that. I have done a lot of laundry today though, you guys. Even though I didn't film all of it, I've gotten quite a few loads done, so I still have more I have to continue doing. So yeah, I'm gonna put the camera down and I will talk to you guys in a minute.
Hey guys, we're going to church, and I know that I'm wearing this kind of dress that I'm gonna wear today. It's beautiful and lovely. I'm gonna look like I'm gonna be ready for pretend church. And I'm also wearing baby Lee. Her already got her teeth brushed with new toothpaste, and then I was trying to water it down for a little bit, and then I was cleaning it off a little again, and then her teeth are all clean. And then I have a tiara that I can use for my perfect thing that I'm going to use. I'm going to use these mittens because it's a little cold outside. Whenever I touch stuff, my hands will freeze. That's why I'm wearing these mittens. And I also bring some seashells to church. They're the ones that Mama brought me somehow. They brought these at the meeting, so I'm keeping them home so I can go with them. There's also these ugly shoes I'm gonna wear. It's gonna be a pretty necklace for me when I reach church. So I have to bring my backpack. The last thing I'm bringing is a backpack so I can keep all my things I need for church.
I'm coming, Jackson. Riley, are we getting ready to go to the library?
But not yet.
What do you mean not yet?
I'm going ready for the meeting, and then I'll come to the library.
Okay. Jackson, I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. Okay, so that was just one of those was it worth it moments. Like Jackson just had a full-blown meltdown because I'm trying to take the kids to the library. We have books that are so overdue that I want to return, then I want them to have some new books to read. But Jackson just lost his mind back there. So hopefully they will behave now so we can run, do our thing, and then come back. I still have a lot to do. It's 3 o'clock now. So, are you ready, Riley?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the library. You gonna get a book? All right, so far we've got a whole bunch of shark books. Shark books, Brilliant Book of Bugs, more shark books. That's what she keeps wanting to look at. Are we gonna get animal books? Should get this one for Joseph. I'm trying to love spiders. You want that one? Do you think he'd like that one?
Yeah, I think that I would like that one too.
Okay, let's get that one.
Let's get some
That one's for Dada. Okay, go. A couple more. We gotta go. You gonna help me check them out? Riley has to check them out. Right? Good job.
Could you pass me the books and I'll check them?
Sure. Is that a better system? Okay, great. Okay, so we are back home. That was a success. Not only did we get a lot of books. Jackson! These are some of the ones that we got if you need like some ideas. We got Angelina and the Princess. We love Angelina Ballerina. We got some crocodile books. This one is for Jackson, who's Big Rig. It's got all the kinds of things that he likes. That one's for Dada, the spider one. We got some of the bug books. Like she loves these long books that just teach her things. She's gonna love that book. Hey, what's the matter? What are you looking for? The excavator? Oh my goodness. Okay.
What?
You can get it.
Whoa,
Wow. You like it?
Yeah.
Okay. What else did we get? I like to get just some picture books that they can read. Got this one, The Garden We Share. So we'll look through them, we'll read through them, and then some of them she just like goes and looks through herself, like the shark ones. This one looks cute.
How to like read.
I know, but Mom and Dada read to you and you look at the pictures. So it has a whole bunch of different boats and stuff. Jackson's gonna love that. Monster trucks. A choo-choo train?
Yeah.
This one, the tide pool waits. Since Riley's all into like tide pools. That looks like a nice little story. What else? What else did we get? We got this one. That's about an ice cream car, I think. I think this was about an ice cream car. We got this one that was the airport book. So lots of different kinds of books. I also discovered, like more excitingly, is the fact that our library has their events back, like their circle time, story time, stuff for the kids their age are now in person again. So they had been still virtual or like non-existent because of, you know, the C word, and now they are back. So that is exciting. So I'm gonna try to take them later this week. Hi Jackson, hi. They will love that and it'll give us something to do that's easy. You know, it's not like super labor intensive for me. It's air conditioned, all of that. And it'll be something different that they can do. So I'm excited to take them there later this week. Yes, Jackson? Go find a book. Which book do you want to read? Which book? Okay, we'll sit down and read on the couch, okay?
A deep pool.
What is that? Tide pool.
Table.
Tide pool.
Table.
We're gonna read about the tide pool? Let's go sit on the couch. Also gonna learn about elephants, I guess, this week.
A big right.
Big elephant. How's the elephant go? Yeah.
Is it a chair?
You're gonna sit in the chair?
No, it's Sourdough.
Where'd my chair go? Your chair is over there because this house is trash. So I need to clean up because it's pretty bad right now. All right, so it's a little later. I've been tidying up, cleaning up. Riley's over here reading to her baby. What are you reading to your baby?
I'm bringing Happy Bad Shark. Happy Bad Shark.
You're reading about a happy bad shark?
Yeah.
Does she like sharks or does she get scared?
Her gets a little scared when her's in the water with bright lights.
I would imagine, yes.
And her's a little scared about fish.
Okay. What's her name, your baby?
Her name is Molly.
Molly's very nice. She seems very interested.
Well, her wears a pink dress usually, but now she's wearing this heart dress.
Well, it's beautiful. Meanwhile, over here, Jackson has escaped. I had put him in there in the tent, and he was very content for a while playing with all his cars inside the tent. And now he has gotten out. You're going back in? Okay, go play with your cars and keep the mess in the tent. Maybe Dada will like that if we just keep the mess inside there. Okay? You gonna play with your cars? Okay, cool. Oh, are you gonna go in there too?
I'm not.
Oh, you're gonna trap him in there?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna let him play with his car.
Oh, okay. All right, Jackson.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And then I am also, I'm rushing my sourdough loaf. Okay, so remember, I got 2 loaves of bread. One I'm gonna do like the correct way. I'm gonna let it be in the fridge overnight, and tomorrow I'll bake it, and that one will probably turn out a lot better. But the other one, since I had 2 loaves anyway, I was like, you know what, let me just put it in the oven and see what happens. So I kind of rushed it. It should have been rising longer. But we'll see if we get bread. Maybe we'll be able to have that with dinner. It might not be perfect. But this is again like how I learn how, you know, what happens if you put it in sooner instead of letting it do like the normal time. Like all of those things I think are important to learn so that I know for the future, like, okay, no, you can't do that. You got to leave it a little longer. Or maybe it's decent enough that you can eat it just how it is. So I'm trying to see if I can get that on the table for dinner tonight. And Joe's on his way home. So that's kind of what's been going on. I've got tons of clothes all over the place. This is all clothes that I have to put upstairs. And like I said, I've been doing laundry all day. I have another pile of clothes here that I had folded. I have more downstairs in the basement that is in the washing machine. I should actually go switch clothes. But that's kind of been what I've been up to. You know what else before I forget, because I was gonna say they're content, but they're also screaming at each other, so I don't know if that's accurate, but yeah, not accurate. Hey, be nice to each other, okay? Be nice.
I need to stay in the tent when I'm making pizza.
Well, he escaped. Go eat pizza that Riley makes you. Go, Riley's gonna make you pizza. Go eat it.
No, I didn't make it yet.
This is all day. I've had to already put him in timeout like 3 times today. Hey.
Put all the decorations on it.
What are you guys even doing? Riley, go make your pizza.
Jackson is trying to follow me, trying to eat my pizza.
Jackson, stop following her. I can't. Anyway, what I was gonna try to tell you. Can you go do that over there? Go run in a circle over there in that room. Over there in another room. Okay, so anyway, Jackson's gonna be an ice cream maker.
Fluffy!
Ice cream! Okay, so what I was trying to tell you is that this whole time that we were on vacation, the kids obviously got a lot of screen time. They were on their iPads all day long. They just had a lot of screen time. So today, now that we're back, I did take a break from that. The TV has been off the entire day. Even for Riley's quiet time, she did not get the iPad. I had her play with her little Gabby's dollhouse that it's in there. She played with her doll. So we're kind of trying to do like a little detox, because as much as I'm for screen time, I do think that there's value also in a little detox, especially when it's been so much. Like they've done the 14-hour car rides, and that whole time they're usually on their devices. So we've taken a break, and it has been harder for my life. Okay, today's been pretty rough because there haven't been any cartoons on, there hasn't been anything on, so it's a lot more demanding. But it was a nice little reset, even for me, just not having like the, you know, something else in the background that I'm listening to. So it's been nice, and I'm gonna see if maybe we can even do that tomorrow. But just for a couple days, and then we'll kind of get back to still having some, but limiting how much, because I definitely know that they've had a lot of it. And I think that every time that we do one of these little detoxes, I think it's good for them. They get to play, they get to be outside more. So that's something that we also did today. All right, Joe is home from work. Look at Riley's room is trash. What are you doing? You're setting up her light?
Yeah.
He got her some kind of bed light so that she can read at night under here in her fort that he has made her. Riley, how do you like your fort bed?
It's good, but I'm a little scared. This is dark.
Uh-huh.
So that's why Dad got me a bed.
Well, that's very nice of him. You gonna be able to clip it on there or no?
Oh!
I mean, not quite the way I wanted to, but...
Whoa.
You can figure it out.
See that? See that?
Yeah, I see that. Very nice. So they're gonna do that. I need to go make the bed because Joe's home from work and the bed is still unmade. Let me see, Riley.
I should only change.
It's like your book light.
Look, now you can read your books under here and you don't have to worry about your little tiny reading lamp. Are you gonna read a book in here with Riley?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, how about you go night-night?
Hey, look, I can.
All right, we're gonna check on the bread. I think it's looking pretty decent. I mean, I haven't obviously cut into it, but I think it looks pretty good. It says to still cook it for another 15 minutes, but I'm kind of scared to because I feel like it's going to be too burned, and Jackson is, I don't know, unhappy in some way. I don't know, I'm gonna leave it in there for like 5 more minutes and then that's it. All right, so I'm over here cooking dinner. Just making something really easy, just chicken with potatoes that I cooked yesterday and salad. But this is something that I did to help Riley with her sight words. So we were working on some earlier today. And so what I did is I taped them here to the fridge.
It is in.
Good job. So I figured with as much as they come to like the refrigerator, pantry area asking for snacks and stuff, now I've made her like go through them every time that she wants like a snack or every time that she's in here and I remember. This way it's like in my face and we can work on them. Even if it's just like 3 at a time, hopefully like that, she'll start to get them. So I don't know, maybe that's something you guys want to try. I figured I was like, where can I put them that we're gonna see them the most often? And as often as I'm here in the kitchen making their lunch or they're asking for snacks and stuff, I figured that might be a pretty easy way to do it. So now the moment of truth. So this was our little loaf. I don't know if I ever showed it to you. It was like a tiny little loaf, much smaller than what I am used to. But let's cut it open. I've had it here, I've had it cooling for a little while, so it shouldn't be hot. So I'm gonna cut it down the middle because I want the kids to have some for dinner, if it is any good. But yeah, got a little loaf. So I think that's not too bad. Now hopefully it tastes as good as it looks. So that actually tastes really good. So considering that I didn't let it rise as much as it should have and all of that, Joe just finished his workout. But considering that I didn't like follow the recipe to a T, tastes really good. So I'll do the next one tomorrow, and I'll do the next one tomorrow, the one that's in the fridge, and see if it tastes any different. But it's pretty tasty. So I'm gonna I'll leave the recipe down below, the one that I followed. Joseph, are you gonna take a shower before you eat because the food's ready?
No, let's eat.
Okay, so we're gonna eat dinner now.
Sweaty eating.
We're gonna enjoy our sourdough and the rest of our food. And that is gonna be it for today's video because I have to do all the other stuff that I have to do tonight. So once again, thank you to Babel Botanicals for sponsoring today's vlog. Remember, if you guys need sunscreen for your kiddos or for yourselves, now's the time to take advantage of the sale. It's from now through the end of May, so I think May 20th through the 31st if I'm not mistaken. But all the info will be down below in the description box, and you guys can click the link. If there's a promo code that I list there, use that promo code so you can check out their sunscreens. Those are the ones that we have been loving and using, and I think that they are awesome. So that is all, my friends. I love your freaking faces. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys on the next one. It's gonna be an all Joel dancing show apparently. All right, bye guys.